few years ago, me and my family had a really scary experience that could have killed or hurt some of us. Don't ever take life for granted because you never know when it could get taken away from you. About 4 years ago, me and my family, we had a vacation to Colorado. We stayed in Boulder and we stayed in a really nice house. We did a lot of fun activities, and one of them was whitewater rafting. None of us had ever gone whitewater rafting before, so we didn't really know what it was like. So we go to the store to get the tubes, and the lady asked us if any kids were going. And we said yeah, we had 3 little kids going, and so she gave us life jackets for all of them. And we got the tubes, and they were double tubes. So she showed us where on the river to go, because they're like different difficulty levels, like different parts of the river were harder. And so we go to the park where we're going to start, and there's other people that are whitewater rafting, but they're on like singles tubes, and they just made it look like really fun and easy, so I was getting really excited. We go down to the water, and I was sharing a tube with my little sister Laura. My mom and Lexi were sharing a tube. My sister Madeline and Tona were sharing a tube, and my dad and Alyssa were sharing a tube. And me and Laura, we go down first. It was fun for a few seconds, but then we see like a little waterfall. It wasn't too big, but it was really scary. We couldn't do anything about it because the current was so strong. So we get to the waterfall, and right away, once we go down, we just flip. Our tube flips over us, and we slam onto the rocks. It was really painful, and I had to hold Laura up because the current was so strong she couldn't really stand. And I was yelling at my family not to come down because I knew that everybody else was going to flip. But a few seconds later, they all start coming down. They all hit the waterfall, and everybody flips over. Everybody flies onto the rocks, and all of our tubes just keep floating down the river. My sister had to hold on to Tono because he was crying and screaming. He was yelling that he was going to die. And Lexi was already on the sandbar. She was screaming and crying, and she was looking at her hands, and so we thought she was like really hurt, but she had only lost her class ring, and so she was no help to us. So my sister and my dad, they all helped us get out of the water, and we were really mad at my dad because it was really scary and painful, and we were mad that he made us do that. But a few hours later, we're all laughing about it, except for my mom. She didn't think it was very funny. What you can learn from this is, like, don't jump into situations that you've never done before, or, like, because it could be, like, dangerous. And don't take life for granted because you never know when it can be taken away from you. And that was a scary situation that my family was in that could have killed or hurt us.